No.
President Rodrick?
I'm voting yes for the same reason. Next motion, need a motion to authorize the advertisement for hiring for a township building and code enforcement inspector. Public discussion? I need a motion first.
So moved.
Second? Discussion? Roll call.
Commissioner Simolo?
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon?
No.
Commissioner Kuzma?
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz?
Yes.
Commissioner Blake?
No.
President Rodrick?
Yes. Need a motion to authorize the advertisement for a part-time office clerk whose primary job responsibility will be to assist the township building and code inspector. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Question on that.
Yes.
John, are you in need of that person, if you're still here? You're in need of a person to help you with that.
There would be a need for, excuse me, some part-time help with picking up the building inspection, you know, and that also even in the summer, just as it is now, can get very busy.
All right, thank you.
What's the salary going to be?
On, all these will be on that salary, I believe. I mean, we didn't advertise this because we're gonna say commensurate with experience, but on, I mean, that will be
I just mean
discussed.
if John doesn't pass the test, he can be the clerk. Be consistent. I mean,
Is there an immediate need for that? I'd like more time to think and examine that.
I really do think there is, Dawn, because, and I'll tell you why, because I think that, and especially if we're gonna do an interview process, if we're gonna interview 2 or 3 people, we might as well interview all at one time. And I do know that it is gonna be very labor intensive to add the building onto it, because, and here's the other thing, this is done, I mean, I know there's a lot of distension, but this is the, I mean, the sanitary, we're reorganizing so we don't have to raise sewage rates. The building code inspector, you know, John was encouraged to take the test, and he is encouraged to apply, and, you know, when the taps are freed up in a couple of weeks, we have 41 taps that are residential. Right now, 80% of that money that's paid for a tap in goes to the DIU, which is a third-party agency. So whenever it is done in-house, 80% goes to Elizabeth Township. So if somebody comes in and writes a check for a building permit, they're gonna write this check for $1,000, say it's a $1,000 permit, $800 is gonna go to the third-party agency. But the fact of the influx with everybody building houses and the fact that it's coming through, these people have been waiting a couple of years for these taps, it's gonna be madness as far as having all these, and if we have this in-house, this will more than likely be close to offsetting the salary for the building inspector and for the part-time clerk. Because we're gonna have an influx of, so the building, it will be kept in-house as far as the payments.
That part, we talked about.
Yes.
I agree with it. I just didn't know that there might be a need for a clerk.
And I second that. I mean, as far as the fact of the money, you know what I'm saying, I think that it'd be a great idea to have a building inspector.
That part.
Preferably
I
John.
wasn't.
So my question would be, are we paying for John to take the test and paying for him to go for building inspection?
We approved it, we did approve for him to take the test, yes.
So,
Yes.
John, if not, I guess we're making someone else.
The town should pay for the additional material, I'm paying the test and the additional material.
I have a motion and second, roll call.
Commissioner Simolo?
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon?
Yes.
Commissioner Kuzma?
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz?
Yes.
Commissioner Blake?
Yes.
President Rodrick?
Yes.
All in favor.
Next motion, need a motion to send letters of interest to local accounting firms for township and sanitary department accounting needs based on the recommendation of the auditors. An hourly fee will be requested since services will be provided on an as-needed basis.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Simula,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Roderick,
Yes.
all in favor.
Gonna have a discussion on the determination of the morning service of various protections for Chapel Drive. I guess we've been paying on it and it's not even been active. I mean, and I don't know if, we had the discussion, Joe, Lauren contacted Barry today. I guess the point is, I mean, it's an asset where we like to see about making it active or at least having some kind of protection there. And just wanted the discussion from the board whether we would terminate the services because it hasn't been in use, I guess, in a couple of years. And Lauren caught that we haven't been paying, we haven't been using it, we've been paying for it. So I wanted to basically have discussion through the board if we should, have some kind of monitoring service, have them basically re-up it, or we should just cancel it for right now. Any opinions?
I don't know, if it's too much, maybe we can scale it back some,
Well,
that would be, we would have to talk to.
I'll just strike it from the agenda and we'll do some more research and then we'll take a look at it from there.
There's still the studs out of there. There's still the studs. It's down to bare wood.
Yes.
Good find, though, Lauren, I do that, I mean, I'll make a motion to terminate, so you struck it?
Yeah, you can still make a motion.
I'll make a motion to terminate that.
Well, the only reason, and I will have to, you make the motion, we'll see if we,
Yeah, I
Go ahead,
mean,
let's get a motion, if we have a motion in a second, we'll have some discussion from
I
there.
commend Lauren for finding that.
Well, there's still a good furnace in there, I would hate to see somebody go in and ruin the furnace and whatever.
Well, and air conditioning unit is
Yeah.
basically brand new too, I mean, like I said, they're township assets, that's how, I didn't want to bring that in an exec session, but
I just think if it's too much, we scale it back and see, talk to Barry and see how we can scale it back or whatever. I think we should at least have something like this, because it is isolated.
Keep a motion in a second. Not for lack of a second.
Okay. Second on the motion?
Second.
Okay. A motion, a second, roll call.
Commissioner Simula,
No.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yeah.
Commissioner Kozma,
We need some more time to look at some of that right now.
Commissioner Beckowitz, Commissioner Blake,
No.
President Roderick,
I'm gonna also vote no on it because I just think that we need more time to look at it. Need a motion to award a contract 2016-01 for the 2016 annual paving program to El Grande Industries in the total bid amount of $463,598.50. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Simula,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Roderick,
Yes.
all in favor.
Motion to approve KLH to obtain quotes to repair the defective 80-inch storm sewer parallel to Victory Avenue.
So moved.
Second.
Just discussion, I'd like to commend Brian for working on it, because the original bid was a concrete, that would have been set in with the crane, and you're looking at different options, so basically that we can do it in-house, so I mean, I do appreciate that, Brian, so.
I wanted to add that although this motion's on here, we still are gonna look at doing it in-house as well.
Thanks, and thank you for that, Brian. Roll call.
Commissioner Simula,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Roderick,
Yes. Need a motion to ratify the exoneration of the tax collector of delinquent real estate taxes retroactive December 31st, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Yeah, this was an item that I had requested to put on. It's really just a cleanup matter. We should be doing this every January to exonerate the tax collector. There was no, it doesn't appear based on the review of the minutes that was done. So I requested that Lauren put this on here so that we could clean that up and make sure that the record's clear.
Roll call.
It's required, isn't it? It's mandatory.
It is.
Yes.
Commissioner Simla,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Abstain.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Roderick.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, for those of you who don't know, I'm related to the tax collector, so that's why I'm abstaining. She may not agree with that, or I don't know too.
Motion to advertise ordinance number 924 in the Western Township of Elizabeth, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, to establish procedures relating to public gatherings in the township.
So Second.
Yeah, this is the ordinance that we had some discussion, I think, at the last meeting. This will require events, I believe it's over 150 individuals open to the public. We'll have to go through a permitting procedure and then come before the Board of Commissioners, give a brief presentation about what the event is, have an open discussion on traffic control measures and other items which could be a concern and could pose an issue, as we know from the last meeting. So hopefully this ordinance, once it gets advertised and then subsequently adopted, will help clean those issues up.
Roll call.
I have a question on the motion. If you have a party at your home, you're gonna have 200 people, and you have to watch out. I just wanted to.
It's for events that are open to the public.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question on the motion. You have a item going on in Sunset Room on Wednesday.
It won't be in place. This is only even advertised. It's still not going to be adopted until the next meeting, so it's not in place yet.
Yes, Pete.
That includes fire departments too, will we have to start advertising our fire departments? Do we have to come up and start asking permission to have fundraisers and stuff like that?
The way that it's structured, if you're open to the public or you're selling tickets to an event that's open to the public, then yeah, I mean, theoretically you should come. I mean, honestly, it's not going to be an overly cumbersome procedure. I mean, you're going to fill out an application or come here and you're going to say, hey, we're having our golf bash or whatever it is. Really the issues are the traffic control measures. There's been a couple of events that have been a real problem. The last one, I think, tied up traffic for hours at a time. So it's just to prevent those. If those two issues are seen by the commissioners to be not a problem, you got them worked out, then I don't see this as being it shouldn't hold you up in any way.
Is there a fee associated with the permit?
The fee can be set by resolution. The ordinance itself does not have a fee in it, so it'll be able to be adjusted as seen fit by the commissioners.
I was gonna say, is there any way we can do?
We'll waive the fee for them.
Waive the fee for non-profit?
Yeah, there's no fee set in the ordinance
Yeah,
right now.
there's no fee right now, but
Yeah.
if we do establish a fee, I mean, we will waive it for the fire.
Yeah, I would say fire departments and non-profits. Or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
no profits also, but like I said, right now there's no fee established with it right now. Roll call.
Commissioner Simla,
Yes.
Commissioner Saxon,
Yes.
Commissioner Kozma,
Yes.
Commissioner Beckowitz,
Yes.
Commissioner Blake,
Yes.
President Roderick.
Yes. Need a motion to award bid for grass cutting services of vacant properties in Elizabeth Township to the Lawn Father and execute the contract effective April 5th, 2016. John, would you like to comment on this a little bit, because you went through the bids and...
Yeah, on March 31st, we received all the proposals for grass cutting service for vacant and collected properties in the township. We received 6 proposals. For a proposal we consider complete, the following information must have to be included: an answered questionnaire, the proposed fee schedule, a list of employees who will perform services under the contract or subject to a background check, and a copy of their insurance certificate. 4 of the proposals did not have all the required information. of the two that did have all the required information, the cheapest on all the services was the lawn club. Followed by, the second was A&L Lawn Care.
I just got a quick question. I'm looking at this chart and it has it set out by quarter acre, half acre, 3/4 of an acre. What's the average size of a lot?
They vary.
Is that, like, is there 50 lots that are a quarter acre and then, I mean, what's the majority? Are they evenly across?
I would say most of them are going to be anywhere from a quarter acre up to 3/4 of an acre. A couple may be a little bit larger. You know, there's no set, the properties can change different time as, you know, we find that they're not being maintained, can't contact an owner.
I'm looking at the different companies and it looks like from a quarter acre to 3/4 of an acre, it would be cheapest to hire Alex Cayley. It looked like he didn't have an employee list. Do you have employees?
Not at the moment, no.
You're the only one?
Wait till school lets out, so I can, pick up some summer help.
Well, if he didn't have an employee list, then he wouldn't be excluded. He doesn't have any employees.
He's excluded in the report though.
The only reason, why was he excluded, John? Because he didn't have an employee list.
Yeah, on the front one, I gave you the following, I gave you the information for each proposal,
Yeah, I got
why they were incomplete.
And it was because he didn't have an employee list, but if he doesn't pass those.
Correct, no employee list.
Okay, his smaller lots are cheaper than everybody else, but his larger lots are more expensive. I use it the majority are smaller lots, so I would make the motion to hire Alex Cayley to take care of our bigger lots.
We already have a motion in the second on this one. Where was this one?
We did have a motion in the second.
Okay, so you're gonna have to vote now.
We'll have to vote, then we'll have
And then
to,
you
we'll have to
can
vote.
revote, yeah.
I move the table until we look at it.
Yeah, that's fine too. Now you have a motion to table, so if you're gonna vote yes on the motion to table.
I'll second the motion.
No, it's already been seconded.
Got you here.
We have to take action on the grass cutting tonight because of the weather and, I mean, we're gonna get called this.
Then you're gonna vote no to table. Then you gotta tell these people to vote no on the motion.
So we're gonna vote no to table, then we're gonna take action. Yes, yeah. We'll go ahead, we'll vote no to table. Roll call. Roll call.
Oh, wait a minute.
Was the insurance and everything provided by the other company also?
The company that I want to hire, he's sitting right there.
Okay.
That's a good question.
What's the total amount of the contract on?
I think we need to do a little more research and find out how many lots we have in each
Surely.
category, and then we can
Was-
really.
was
give
insurance
it-
a
give
requirement?
true
It should
bid.
have been.
Yeah.
Or look at the bids, so that's my
John,
reason to take.
What's the total amount of contract? Is it under 20,000, under 19,400?
There's no set, it can vary by the number of properties. Some are added, some are dropped off, you know, it's probably taken care of, sold, you know.
Yeah, you get 5 more.
Yeah, there's no set, other than like ones that can be demolished, there's ones that I'll get called on or speak to commissioners and it'll get added until it's corrected. And
Who was the low bidder?
Very low bidder out of all of them.
Yeah.
On the, I attached to everybody a copy.
That's the low bidder in total, John, total,
Yeah, who's the low bidder in total?
in total.
Alex Cave.
Yeah, I thought that's who you gave us,
Yeah.
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 What was the problem with his bid?
He didn't have an employee list.
On the,
I don't have any employees right now.
The
It's me, I
proposal-
handled it by myself last year.
He's the only employee.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making the motion to hire you.
Yeah.
Hold on,
the proposals that were sent out.
Okay, but I'm the lawn father, and I'm an only employee and provide all my information also, and I was the one who he first suggested.
But he's cheaper.
I don't have an employee list. though.
Is he cheaper overall, or, is I
Who's the
just,
cheapest overall?
Who's the lowest bidder?
that's all I wanna know, who's the lowest bidder?
Who's on first?
You can't, I don't think we can break it up into sides.
Joanne, I agree 100%. Then the more goes on, the more I agree.
Hey, I got it recorded.
We're saving.
I'll be on Facebook.